Hello, my name is Joe, and behind me is Project Bluebin. The reason why it's called Bluebin, not just because it's blue and not just because it looks like a bin, but because if I go outside, it's the same colour as my council recycling bin. I bought this car about a year ago. The reason I bought it was the car that I had as my daily driver decided to completely destroy its own engine. So now I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what state the Mazda's actually in. So let's go. Starting at the front of the car, the inside of the arches here have more holes in them than a box of Krispy Kreme donuts. Now I'll show you a picture of that. Yeah, not good. So I decided, buy a welder, learn how to weld, and then I welded it. Got all that all nice and sealed up, painted underneath the wings so you just get that little bit more protection. I have still got the original alloys on, which will change in the future. Now to the engine bay. Engine bay wise, just been cleaning it up. Did a full service on the car when I got it. I also did the timing belt and the water pump, and currently the rocker cover is off because I'm getting that all prepped up and ready to paint, which will be in another video. I did have a little bit of rust in the engine bay where one of the seals for the pop-up lights had leaked and decided to make a nice little rust hole. So I'll show you a quick picture of what it looked like. And here's a picture of me I've just tacked a plate in there ready to weld in. Okay, now to the rear, which is absolutely in bits. So I've got the fuel tank out. I've got that out so I can make sure it's all nice and sealed and all nice and shiny before it goes back in. So the rear subframe is out, and I've got a nice lovely powder coated one ready to go in with new arms and bushes, as you can see. So that's ready to go back in, and I've also got new coilovers. So these are HSD Monopros. I got these on a quite a good deal. I've also got the diff ready to go back in. All nice and cleaned up, painted and serviced. Got some Boffy Racing bushes ready to go in here as well. I've also got the brake lines and the fuel lines to do, because I like some that don't disintegrate when you touch them. That'd be nice. And then once we get to that stage, I'm going to give all this underneath one last paint, because I've been painting it all up, so hopefully that should fight off some corrosion. Well, that's all nice and caught up. So now I actually need to cut some bigger holes in the car so I can weld these panels in and move on to the next step. This is the sort of stuff we're talking about. So, you know, they bent this round to go into there, but they left all these open. So there were no sealant or anything, and I welded it up, sealed it, anything, so water was just getting into there and getting behind all these panels and just absolutely destroying, you know what I mean? I don't know if you can see this, but this is, I've tried to keep it as tight as I can, but this is all the stuff that I've pulled out of here. It's all just metal and rust and stuff that I've just pulled out. It's just not good. First thing, trying to get this panel to fit. I think that's fitting in really nice now. This lip here, I'll pinch these together, going up, because I have to take this out anyway because I've got some work to do behind it. I just wanted to get this to be able to fit in. So yeah, once it's back in, I'll pinch these together and I'll be able to weld down there. I don't know if you can quite see on the camera, there's like a little indent here. So that indent is for this section, so that's lining up nice. This still got a little bit of a gap here, but sort of be able to position it better. I'll put it back in, I'll pinch this down here, and weld plate round and weld all that up, be a plate round it and stuff. So this side came out a hell of a lot easier, mainly because I think this panel was made a little bit better. One of the biggest problems with underseal, I find, so whenever I'm peeling it, it comes off like kebab. So it looks like doner meat, and it makes me hungry. The forbidden kebab. So all that panelled out, ready to put in the new one. And so that side. Well, I'm happy how them panels are fitting now. Both sides are in, fitting, so that should be ready now to prep up and weld. But I think the first thing that I need to do now is get this place tidied up and go inside and get myself a cup of coffee. Start looking to see how I can get my hands on some welding gas. Okay, while I wait for the coffee to finish, I'm just going to try and think of what I'm going to do next. So the panels are all ready to be welded in now, they're all fitting in place nice. I just need to get some welding gas. Once I've got the welding gas, then I can start to tack them panels in, start getting them all fitted. The right hand side needs a little bit more work doing than the left hand side, mainly because where the panel sits, underneath of the panel, quite a lot of that corroded away, but on the left hand side it's fine. So I'm going to have to get some sheet material just to be able to make some of my own panels from underneath there. What I'm looking forward to is getting them panels in, because them panels are holding up a lot of things. So once the panels are in, I can start to put the fuel tank in, I can start to put the subframe back in, and I can start to make more progress with the car and do the fuel lines and the brake lines. Until the panels are done, all that's on hold, so this is the main step. That's all I really have time for, so thanks for watching, and I guess join me next time for when I make my car a little bit less holy. See you later.